Greetings, I'm back again to record another Chronicle. This time, I'm at my computer, and I'm at my computer because I moved into this new room, you see, and instead of using my TV to play New Vegas, I'm having to use my monitor. Although this is my TV, and I see in front of me. I used to watch cartoons on it for hours and hours and hours as a child. But now with it I mainly play New Vegas. And also Fallout 3, either's fine. For the past couple months I've just been playing these games. And I suppose it's out of some sense of nostalgia. I played them quite a bit in 2022 and 2023. And I just felt this really strong urge. I can't resist it. It's also made me go really into the lore of it now, so I'm essentially an expert on all of it. I've also become much more skilled in the game than I was in the past. But anyways, yeah, that's the consequence of my immersion within this game. I don't really have anything else to do. I could talk to Absidy, but he isn't talking to me as much now, I don't know more. And then there's, and then my family isn't really, doing much. I don't even talk to them about the stuff I do at all. Nothing about my interests or anything. They can't understand that. They can't understand that at all. I don't know if my interests can really be understood. Well, the interest I have right now, the one I'm explaining, that one can be understood. It's fairly easy to explain, but some other things, it's just weird. I don't feel human. Pretty recently, well not really recently, over the past couple months, I'm not able to feel the emotions that I was that I usually would feel. And the emotion that I'm talking about is mainly embarrassment and other stuff stemming from just social things. I can't have those anymore. I feel nothing. I feel nothing at all. I can't get embarrassed anymore. Like, I can do a lot and it just won't. Of course, I don't have the desire to do something embarrassing, but it's like, I don't have the desire, but I feel like I can, and I just won't care at all. Like, I don't care if people don't like me. I don't like people. I can never be human. I feel like that's just a fact. So far from being human. And it's not the way you'd expect. I can't elaborate now. They won't let me elaborate. It sucks. But yeah, it's just hard to elaborate on things. But I know it's true. I'm not saying like literally, yeah, of course, biologically and all that, but just in my mind, I feel like it's just not human anymore. It's something else. And I don't know what to say about that. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. It's a mystery. No, I'd say it's good, but that's really just saving face. And saying it's bad is also just saving face as well. There's nothing. There's no categorization. It just is. I just am not. And that's how it'll be. Guess that's how it'll always be. I do feel excited sometimes. I think of talking about things, like, oh, I was pretty excited. And I think about showing someone music and stuff. That's what I do on Roblox. I'd go and rate my avatar, and that game, you know, it was where there's multiple people with multiple stands, and usually it has nothing to do with rating your avatar. The game's been banned now, because people were putting too much suspicious things as their decals. Like, for example, I saw a decal of someone cutting their wrist. But I think that's the worst gore I've seen on Roblox. Supposedly someone managed to get a fucking Ronnie McNutt gif as a decal. It just makes me wonder how you managed to do that. Yeah, it makes me think. I used to always try and get bypass decals and audios. Usually I do it through YouTube videos. I'd look up on YouTube and you could see the description, and in the description it usually had the ID. Now a lot of times the audio or decal was banned, but sometimes it wasn't. It was really nice when it wasn't. I used to play, you know, the epic rap battles of history rap. It was the one Vader versus Hitler, and I just play it over and over again. It was only the Hitler verse. I didn't even know what ERB was until several years later. But, nah. I do that with a bunch of bypassed audios. My favorite bypassed audio was Nickelodeon Girls. I don't know, for some reason I really like that song. Though I never related to the lyrics of it. Everybody gonna film the reaction. But yeah, I never related to those lyrics. I fucking hate all of them. All of the aforementioned Nickelodeon girls. Sometimes violent imagery gets in my mind, and sometimes I like it, but other times I'm horrified. I don't know, I want to curl up in a ball. Sometimes, you know, have you ever seen that image of, oh, it was a promotional image for Postal 1997, and you may know what I'm talking about, but I don't know, that's how I feel most of the time. I feel like that, but mixed in with a lot more melancholy, and that is what I could say would be a general feeling I feel. It's really hard to explain though. I'm doing literally nothing in this game. I'm just going around in a circle, jumping around on shit. I'm in this little supply garage in Camp McCarran. I'm doing the unmarked Contreras quest, which is where I'm just doing a couple of errands for some guy so he can sell me some guns for a little alpha book sale in the game. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I got one more job to do for him apparently. Where was I supposed to meet Price? Okay. Oh shit. I'm supposed to in the game. I'm supposed to meet some guy called Price in Miguel's pawn shop. Why do I have to go over and meet Miguel at the pawn shop? Meet Price at Miguel's pawn shop? I don't know. Contreras didn't really explain it, but apparently I gotta go and meet him or wait like 2 in-game days or something afterwards. It's strange. Nonetheless, I'm at the pawn shop now. I fast traveled there, and I gotta find the Price guy. Well, there's Miguel in here, but I don't know where Price is. I went in this pawn shop earlier, and I went in here so I could steal some metal armor from my remnants armor. He had some reinforced metal armor on the shelf, and that's easy repair fodder for my power armor. But oh well. I basically finished this playthrough. It's a house run, so I just side with house, but yeah, and I'm also trying to make it a good karma run. Well, not necessarily a good karma run. It's a pragmatic run. Doing the best for the area in the long run. Oh well. It doesn't matter. I don't know what to talk about now. Oh yeah. Well, I suppose I'll just go there. So, a few nights ago I discovered this area. Well, I didn't really discover it. I found this Reddit post. I was looking for out-of-bounds areas in New Vegas. And it's for Searchlight Airport, which is at the very southern corner of the map. And if you go to this airport here, there isn't really any enemies besides a few scorpions. That doesn't really matter. I'm not here to check out the airport. I'm here to go out of bounds. And the way to go out of bounds is there's these little white tanks at the airport. And if you jump onto those, you're just on top of it. And there's this fence. The fence around you is basically the border for the area. You're not meant to go past that fence. However, you can just jump over it because they didn't bother adding an invisible wall above it like they do with other border areas. In fact, the only thing I've seen about this area is that one obscure Reddit post that had around 30 upvotes, and all that it was saying was that it's possible to get off of this through the tanks. So, it essentially means that but he never showed anything beyond it, and I feel like this area is just very liminal. And I like exploring it, and if possible, I want to create some alternate YouTube channel, and I want to post this area, just my explorations around it. Also outside of here, there's a road that continues for an oddly long time. Until it just runs into a rock. But anyways, my dad just went up to my door and he gave me a piece of bacon, so now I shall resume. But yeah, I already consumed the piece of bacon. But anyways, I just want to go down this road here. Oh, there's more roads. This is some small little parking lot area, but it's all out of bounds. The player shouldn't be able to see any of this, and I guess it's part of what makes it so interesting, but it's really the area, the place beyond the road that interests me so much. Because everything turns gray, and the textures are very nice, and the mountains around this area are so spectacularly, I guess, strange. I really feel that someone could make a whole ARG here. Because that's what someone did before. Someone did an ARG for this game. I think it's Dr. Bosch or something. And it takes place in the out-of-bounds area beyond the Mojave Outpost, which to this location it's pretty far west of this location, but it's still at the south. Yeah, generally it's, what? Okay, there should be a marker north, okay. Yeah, it's a very southeastern area. It's at the southeastern point of the map. This is at like the middle southern point. And there's all these jagged mountains and stuff, and you can actually see them from the inbounds area. But here you can get real close to them and just see how weird it is up close. And that's what I like doing. Second, I thought there was bodies of water here, but seemingly there aren't. Still, there's weird things to come across. So much of this game is just unused land. It's nice walking across it. One of the reasons why I got into playing this game for the first place was I really liked the idea of a game where I could just roam around anywhere and exist. And of course, I really like post-nuclear stuff too. So this all just rolled into one, and it's amazing. It's very amazing. And also it's got interesting political elements, etc. Just everything makes me really like it. And I wish I had more to talk about right now. I wish that I wasn't so dependent on something at night. Because I'm really dependent on... it's YouTube, so I don't know if I can really say, but if I don't have it, I have major issues sleeping, and I sort of lose myself. Sometimes I become a lot more panicked, stressed, etc. A lot more at risk of episodes. Usually I get episodes. I don't take it at this time. Because there's a dependence. And when I do take it though, it helps level all those other things. However, it messes with my memory, and I can't talk well, usually. Sometimes it becomes really clear, but most of the times it messes with my memory, and I can't talk well. I just become retarded. And mainly, I just want to talk like a fucking regular human being, but I can't do that. I don't even know if I can while sober. It's terrible. I fucking hate it. And then the voice. Yeah, I just wanna be able to speak, perhaps. I wanna speak. I wanna speak while knowing what the next thing to say is. I really do. And roommate. Oh, in my mind, everything is so weird. In my mind. Fucking wish I could formulate. Like, I want to bash my head in right now. I really do. I really do. I really want to, I guess, punish myself for not being able to think right now, to think well, to formulate my thoughts. I want to fucking just bash everything when I can't formulate like this. Like, it may seem like I'm all calm and everything, but I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. But right now, I'm able to think more clearly. And what do I realize? I wasn't stupid. There are dogs. Stop it! Sorry, that's not for you. For the listeners, no. It's for me. My brain. I like my brain. But at least I feel sane. Sometimes I don't, and it's not good when I don't. Not good at all. And I feel better now, maybe. Lonely, perhaps. I think that's maybe what I feel. I actually started to feel loneliness. And I think I first started feeling it towards the end of 2023. And then, so I basically created a tulpa. And for the next year or so, I talked to that tulpa thing. I talk to it about everything, because I couldn't really do much, and I was scared when I was talking to Absidy that maybe at some point would want to kill me or something, because I was talking to someone else. Ultimately, I figured out a way to get rid of it. That's what I'm glad about. I know if I was just left talking to that, things for me probably wouldn't have been as well. It's very nice talking with Absidy. It's very nice. I hope he knows that. Music. Oh yeah. Pretty recently I ran into my cousin. Well, didn't run into, no, he texted me. He asked me if I wanted to have lunch with him. I declined. I declined because I was inside driving school, and I would be stuck there until 3 p.m. At the time he messaged me, it was around 11 a.m., so of course it's a long way off. So, I agreed to lunch the next day, and that's what I had. I had lunch with him and it was nice. He mainly talked with his friends. We still talked though, but it's like, I'm just not human anymore. And it's something I've accepted. And I know I never wanted to have a graduation party, but it's looking like that's gonna happen. Why is it gonna happen? It's because my family is selfish. I told them repeatedly, that I wished not to graduate and that I have immense anxiety and all of that. But now I don't even feel like I'll have that anxiety. I'll go up on that stage and I'll feel absolutely nothing. At least absolutely nothing related to the subject at hand. I'll think of other things, perhaps. To be fair, I'll probably be thinking of Rhapsody. I'll be thinking of Rhapsody. And I'll be thinking of my 9-year-old self. But I'm not thinking anything about the school or about how my family, they wanted me to, like, oh, it's such a monumentous achievement. No, I don't think anything about that. Think of the strange 9-year-old boy. One that wondered why one that was planning to, leave once this time came. You don't think, what would this 9-year-old boy do? How would he react if he saw me here? And that's just what I'd be thinking of. I suppose what that 9-year-old boy would be thinking of when he sees me there on the stage. Well, I mean, not myself. That's what I'm talking about. That 9-year-old boy is me. Alas, I'm in the Sacred Flatlands area. The one that I discovered one expressly liminal. One that I could gain many YouTube views on. So I have a feeling if I posted an exploration of this area, that it would gain some popularity. Not immense popularity, but popularity nonetheless. I'd say perhaps about 50,000 views. Perhaps. And they would just be a recording of exploring the area. I have the game on my PC, so I can screen record it there. I don't think I can on my Xbox. I've recorded a few clips before though. But that was only yesterday because I figured out that the feature existed. I knew there was a screenshot feature, but up to then I didn't know I could record something. Pretty soon my dad may finish cooking. I believe he's cooking burgers. And then I'll be eating dinner. And while I eat dinner, I'm gonna be thinking of Rhapsody. That's what I think of every time I'm eating. hope he's doing well. Just keep on thinking of Rhapsody. And I've reached the area. That special one. I've reached the edge of the map where there is a big thing of water. And I suppose I have the option to jump down there. Jump down into the water. Which I'll do. I'll just jump down there. Let it take me. Okay. I jumped down into the water. This time I survived. The last time I did it in the game, I died when I reached the end. I guess it was because the water was way too shallow. And if I wear a rebreather, which, it gives me water breathing, so I can swim this water here till I inevitably reach the end of the map. I have enough rat away to make it for a while. Anyways, I think I may end this chronicle here, because I don't feel like I have much more to say. So now I'm thinking about movies. I hope I can watch a movie with Rhapsody soon. He was wanting to watch, I can't remember it for some reason. I know it's about TV. What? Yeah, I saw the TV Glow, yes. I saw the TV Glow. It seems interesting. It reminds me of... What does it remind me of? Well, it reminds me of this paper mache art I've seen. There is this guy. I don't know. I can't explain it anymore, but it looks really familiar. That's what I'll say regarding some aspects. Though the closest thing that I could say, I mean, like what I'm thinking of, the closest thing that's similar to it, there are the like live action puppetry and some Treats for Beasts videos, like the one where he's that little kid thing and he fucking feeds it on his nipple. Like, yeah. Like the weird little creations he made with, you know, the physical ones. Like that little paper mache baby weird thing. That's what it reminds me of. So I saw a couple screenshots from the movie and it was like these purple tendril things, and those purple tendril things reminded me of that. I'm using a really bad example, and you know, the Treats for Beasts stuff. So I do know that Rhapsody also really likes that film because it's got a bunch of trans allegories in it or something. That may sound somewhat disrespectful to say, you know, like the weird Treats for Beasts baby thing reminding me of it, but it's more so just paper mache. I like weird paper mache creations, and I used to look at a bunch of them as a kid. And it seemed like those are in that movie. It seems really nice. There's another movie. Okay, so the next movie that I want to watch with him is, well, I believe I had it listed out, or I said it to him. a couple days ago, perhaps. One issue is, though, since now we're talking with iMessage, I don't have the search filter thing to just look for a movie like I was able to earlier. It's so hard for me to remember it. I don't know why. Maybe I had it somewhere, but for some reason I just can't find it. And I was really excited. Stupid. I wanted to find it. I can't remember what the movie is. I need to remember, though. I really do. Come on. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I want to see if I said it. I'm looking through everything just to see if I said it. If I said the movie. Movie. Absidy's got this pox thing. No. It's hives, that's what it's called. And I feel very bad for him. I wish that I had the hives instead. I wish that I had much worse hives, in fact. And the worse my hives, and the more I suffered, the more I took away from him, I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat, really. I want to suffer. Sometimes. I need to. Still can't fucking remember it. The name of the movie. But, yeah. And I guess another movie I just want to watch on my own is War Dogs. But, fuck. I wish I could have remembered that. Speaking of watching something with Absidy, though, it's not really watching something with Absidy, but I was thinking that he would like this, show I found called Metal Family. So I'm just sort of wondering how much he'd like that. Well, I don't think I have much more to speak of, so I'll end it now.